migration of nomadic Turkish tribes from Central Asia to different parts of Asia and Europe. The reason of migration was the lack of rain or aridity in the region, and Mongolians, who were great fighters, starting to target the regions of the nomadic Turks. Therefore, a lot of Turkish tribes decided to leave their homeland, and they were headed to different regions. Among them, Seljuks, one of the 10 or more tribes, they decided to head towards the west. And once they defeated the Byzantines in 1071, they started to control greater part of Central, Southern, and Eastern Asia Minor or Anatolia. A lot of sheep meant a lot of wool every spring, and they would shear the animals. And then they would spindle the wool in their tents. And later, they started coloring the wool. They didn't have chemical paints back then, but they produced some dyes from the natural substances or vegetation. One of them was dry hazelnut leaves. By boiling these leaves in the water, they obtained a dark brown color, and they colored the wool into brown through this material. Here you see a bunch of wool having different colors. All of them were naturally dyed by the nomad and being dried under the... And the nomad usually had a loom in the tent at a big corner, and the weaver would make knots. Oh, by the way, here is a map of provinces in Turkey. It's the map of modern Turkey. However, I want to show you on this map the heart of the Seljuk Empire, because back then, desperados or bandits, especially at night, they would attack the caravans of the merchants, and they would loot their valuables or commercial items. As the text says, they were free of charge. Accommodations and food, they were free of charge in these caravanserais. In Bursa, in this caravanserai.
Like just scarves? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Scarves.
Right. Approximately during the winter months when they needed heating. On the white marble block, and the user would be seated on top of the hall. And these floors were very hot because Seljuks followed the Roman way of heating. So Seljuks converted this Roman theater building into a caravanserai by 1000 AD. And this is the only example of such a conversion, not only in Turkey, but on Earth, I believe. Oh, by the way, Mrs. Kayla told me about Süleyman's class. Is a picture of migration of a certain nomadic tribe in Turkey. Depending on the climate and availability of the pastures, during the hot summer months, they prefer the altitudes. I am showing you the picture of the leader of this tribe, Pervin Aras. They wouldn't assemble the tent, but they would produce little tiny coverings, and they would spend the night out in the open. I was going to talk about the language in the meantime. Turkish is one of the Altaic languages.